Hey, welcome back. This is Beamer Merchants. You're looking at the passenger side headlight of an '01 BMW 325 Ci. And today I'm going to go ahead and show you how to remove the headlights and along with which tools you'll need for this task. Why would you need to remove the headlight? Well, maybe it's broken, maybe you need to replace a light bulb, or maybe your ballast is gone. So if those three instances occur, removing the headlight would be a necessity. So anyhow, pretty simple stuff here. I'm just gonna go through it here. Let's check out the tools. Tools that I'll be using for this project is a quarter ratchet, an extension, and a number 8. In this case I used a 5/16, which works perfectly fine. I'm going to use a attach remover, one of my favorite tools, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how to remove the ballast out of this headlight, and we'll be using this impact driver. Okay, so let's get started. Let's go ahead and start start the project by removing the top 2 bolts. These are 8mm. Take those off. Okay, just take this off here. Now remember how these bolts look, because these are the bolts that need to go back in place. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to get a magnetic pan and just throw it in there. Okay, those bolts are off. Now let's focus back here, and if you can see, there's another bolt right there. Okay, and then if you go on the side, you should be able to see another one. Maybe you can't see it, but it's just down there. That's where the extension comes in handy, because you'll be able to reach it. Now when you're taking the bolt off, if it falls down, just be sure to get it, but just get it loose enough. Actually, in this side you can't, so when you pull the headlight out, you'll be able to have access to it. Okay, the bolts have been taken off. Now let's go ahead and disconnect all the wiring in the back here. This is your ballast. Down here, disconnect all these wires, all these connectors. That way when you pull it out, it'll come out more smoothly. Now I don't know if it's just me, but most of the time when I'm working on the passenger side, because it is tight due to this washer fluid container here, I can't seem to get this. It's a little more difficult. I mean, obviously if I try harder I can definitely do it, but this is a little challenge. I don't want to pull too hard, because I don't want to break the clip, because if the clip gets broken, this is going to be loose and it might create a problem later on. So I just leave this as is. What I like to do next is remove the clear corner lights. Tool you'll need for that is Phillips screwdriver. Now if you go down here, straight down, you'll find a Phillips. Go ahead and loosen it up. You don't have to take out the screw down there. Just loosen it up just enough so you can it'll lose tension right about there, and then you can go ahead and pull. See how this is coming off? Slide it out. Perfect. Now what you do is you pull it out and you disconnect the pigtail right there. Okay, once you remove the corner lights, the next natural reaction that you'll have is to start pulling the headlight out, which is wrong. Stop. What you need to do is you need to focus on this corner here. Okay, there's a small tab, and you probably can't see it here because of the angle, but if you're looking at it, you should be able to see that there's a tab that's holding on to the trim on the bottom. If you start pulling it out, forcing it out, you're gonna go ahead and break the trim here, and a broken trim will look like this. You don't want this. So what I do is I take my attach remover, okay, very carefully. What I would do is I would place something around the edge, so when you use this as leverage, you don't scratch the paint. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and take this end here and very gently just go ahead and pop it up. See, and that's what I mean. Go ahead and put something here on the side. Obviously I couldn't right now because I got one hand only because of the camera. But if you do, make sure you either put tape here as well to protect this from chipping. And as you can see, you're able to pull it out. Now once this is loose, now you got two options. You can either start pulling the whole assembly along with the trim, or you can just go to the side here, okay, unlatch this hook, and you'll see it. Unfortunately, my camera is not very acting up right now, but unlatch that hook right there, pull along, or you know, if that doesn't work because I see a latch right here holding it on, just pull the whole headlight out, no problem. Okay, once you're successful in pulling out the headlight, you go back here and you can you have more space now to unplug all these wires. Okay, once all the wires are disconnected, you can just go ahead and pull the whole light assembly out. Okay, and there you go. At this time, you can go ahead and flip the light and remove the trim safely. And as you can see, all the tabs have been taken off pretty well here. It was this one here that was stuck. What you need to do is you need to press this pin down and then push out, and it should come off. And this is how the pin looks from the sideways. You see that right there? There you go. Okay, now you learn how to remove the trim safely. Now let's go ahead and to finalize this. This is the ballast. The ballast goes out. One symptom that you'll get when this is going out is your lights will start to flicker. They'll turn on and then they'll come off. If that's one of the symptoms, this is what you need to replace. And to remove it is pretty simple. You got to remove these Torx on the top, which I'll show you right now, and replace it. Just make sure that the replacement has the same part number, okay? Okay, once these 3 bolts have been taken off, pretty simple. All you have to do is very gently lift up, you see, and this is how it looks. That's where it connects. Most of the time, if you look at yours, water might have gotten in there, and you'll see some in there, either some corrosion, so that can also cause this ballast to go out. So anyhow, that's how you remove a headlight from a 2000 all the way to 2003 BMW 3 Series, such as the 323, 325, and 330 Ci. If you need any of these parts, you know, whether it be the ballast, the headlight, or the trim, or any of the engine parts for E46, contact us or visit our website and you should find these parts there. Okay, anyhow, thanks so much for watching. You have an awesome day. Beamer Merchant out.